looking up some bright impossible moment no one could mistake. But you were by the washers, holding my old jacket, saying it came out warm and I should wear it on the walk. The vending machine was humming, someone's dryer clicked off beat. You folded one sleeve carefully, like small things mattered still. What I needed was smaller than fireworks, closer than a movie scene, quieter than I thought. You remembered I'd buy ginger biscuits when the day has gone too long. You put them in the paper bag without making it a gift. I watched you count the quarters, watched the blue light on your hands. Nothing in that room was shining, but nothing in me had to ask. Maybe I had waited for love to make an entrance. Then you looked up from the folding table and there it was, already in the room. Smaller than fireworks, but steady enough to trust. Not a blaze across the evening, not a promise in the dust. Just your shoulder near my shoulder, just my jacket warm from yours. What I needed was smaller than I had been asking for. Smaller than fireworks and somehow more like home. The kind of light that stays close when the bright ones come and go. I have chased the louder feeling, the one that turns a room, then leaves before the morning can ask what it can do. But you did not need the center, you did not need the scene. You only took my tired silence and left it somewhere clean. No sky opened above us, no music made it clear. Only one warm jacket and the fact that you were here. Smaller than fireworks, but steady enough to trust. Not a blaze across the evening, not a promise dressed as much. Just the walk back from the laundromat, your hand close to mine, and the quiet understanding that love can take its time. Smaller than fireworks and better when it stayed. I stopped waiting for the sky when you met me in the day. The dryers turned behind us, the street was nearly dark. You handed me my jacket, still holding some of your warmth. It wasn't even a love song that made it feel more true. My phone lit up at 10:03 while the kettle clicked itself off. Just a link and one small sentence, maybe this is your kind of song. I played it low the first time, then again without a reason. The melody did nothing dramatic, the thought behind it did. You sent a song, and I heard more than music. I heard the day continue somewhere after we had left it. You didn't say you missed me, you didn't make it brave. No careful little confession, no heart hidden in the phrase. Just a song you thought might find me, just a line you almost took back. I watched the typing dots appear, then disappear like that. You sang a song and the room became less quiet. Not because it filled the silence, but because it knew my name. I let it play beside me while the evening settled in. You sang a song and something small began again. Mistaken louder gestures for something I could trust, but this was only ordinary, which made it hard to rush. No promise in the message, no future leaning through, just proof that for a moment you had carried me with you. You sang a song and the room became less quiet. Not because it changed the evening, but because it let me know that I was not the only one who took the long way home. You sang a song and I didn't feel alone. It wasn't even a love song. Still, I played it one more time. My hands were cold, the town was new. I was almost brave. The platform smelled like metal and coffee from a paper cup. My suitcase leaned beside me like it knew I might give up. A map was folded wrong inside my coat pocket. I kept turning it around as if north could become easy. You did not say be fearless, you did not say be strong. You only touched my sleeve when the crowd began to move. I was almost brave, and somehow that was enough. One foot on the yellow line, one breath I did not rush. The streets had different names than the ones I knew by heart. Every window held a version of a life not yet begun. I missed the room I came from, I wanted this one too. The old life pulled behind me, but the morning pulled me through. You walked a little slower, so I would not feel behind. You let me hate the leaving without doubting the new life. Cold hands, new town, no perfect start ahead. Just your coat near my shoulder and the words I had not said. I was almost brave, The road became less lonely when you matched my pace. Cold hands, new town, nothing shining, nothing sure. Still one small step beside you felt like one step more. I thought beginning over would feel cleaner than it did, like closing one clear chapter and walking out of it. But every start is weather, every door has weight. Some mornings ask for courage before courage knows its name. You did not pull me forward, you did not hold me back. You only made the distance feel possible to cross. Cold hands, new town, the day still felt unknown, but I stopped counting every corner as a place I did not belong. I was almost brave, and almost brave could move. The fear was still inside me, but so were you. Cold hands, new town, one platform, one deep breath. I was not done with dreaming, I was not leaving yet. My hands were cold, the town was new. You walked beside me, and I kept going. You answered from the doorway with your coat still in your hand. I asked about the evening, you said it had been fine. Once you would have told me how the whole thing went too long, who laughed at the wrong moment, which street you took back home. But the story ended early, you left your keys beside the bowl. The room did not get colder, but I felt something close. The quiet changed before we said it had. The same space between us started giving something back. I kept washing the same cup long after it was clean. You stood near the counter looking past the window frame. There was no cruel sentence, no anger in your face, only careful little kindness where your warmth had been. I asked if you were tired, you said maybe just a little. I heard the mercy in it, and the distance underneath. The quiet changed, and I could not change it back. What used to feel like shelter started sounding like a fact. You were still beside me, still gentle, still here. But the silence had a shape I had begun to fear. closed heart, a voice raised once, a line drawn in the sand. But love can leave more softly than the heart knows how to hear. It can keep its coat on by the doorway and call the evening fine. It can spare you every sharp word and still be halfway gone. It can hold you with good manners while already letting go. The quiet changed, we did not know what to name it. You were kind enough to stay, but not close enough to reach. What used to feel like shelter had become a careful room. The quiet changed between us, and I changed inside it too. You said you were tired, I said I understood. Neither one of us was lying. That was what made it hurt. I found the note again inside a book I never finished. 3 lines written carefully, then crossed out in the middle. The paper had gone yellow at the corner where it bent. My younger hand was certain that silence was a debt. I used to think those words were waiting to be paid, like some part of the past could not rest until I said them. But what I never said has learned another shape. It does not stand against me like it used to. It lives now in the pause before I answer too quickly, in the way I let someone finish what I already understand. It lives in softer leaving, in not turning hurt to proof, in knowing every feeling does not need to make a claim. You may never know the sentence, maybe that is how it stays. Not buried, not forgiven, just no longer at the gate. The unspoken has a shape, but it is not a wound tonight. It does not ask for rescue, it does not ask for light. It used to feel like absence, a room I could not close. Now it moves inside me gently, like a truth that changed its clothes. The unspoken has a shape, I can carry it this way, not as something missing, but as something time remade. I do not need to send it, I do not need your reply. Some words lose their purpose when they survive the night. Maybe saying them would change nothing, maybe saying them would change too much. Maybe silence kept one mercy neither one of us could touch. There are truths that reach us later, not to open what is closed, but to teach the heart a language quieter than being known. The unspoken has a shape, but it is not a chain. It no longer makes a prison Out of one unfinished day, it has softened into patience. It has settled into breath. It is part of how I listen when there is nothing left to fix. The unspoken has a shape. I can let it stay unnamed, not as something missing, but as something time remade. I closed the book, the note stayed there, not hidden, not heavy, just quiet in a kinder shade. We stood under the striped awning while the afternoon came down. You asked if I knew the song playing thin inside the cafe. I said I used to know it, then lost the second line. You laughed before I finished, like the rain had given us time. Buses sighed along the curb, people ran with folded names. The whole day kept on moving, but it didn't feel the same. Nothing started loudly, the rain just made us wait. Two strangers sharing weather and a song we couldn't name. Under the awning, with nowhere else to be, some part of that brief shelter came home with me. You told me about a bakery that closed before you tried it. I told you I still keep old tickets from places I don't miss. The rain began to loosen, neither one of us moved. You checked the sky for permission, I checked your face instead. There was no sign above us, no promise in the street, only water on the pavement and your shoulder close to me. Nothing started loudly, the rain just made us wait. Your smile beside the doorway left a small light in the gray. Under the awning, I didn't know your name, would keep returning softly with the sound of passing rain. Kept playing, the street moved on. I left the awning, still hearing your laugh in the rain. Used to wait for certainty to enter like a light, for some clean and shining moment to make the feeling right. But you were at the kitchen table, moving slowly through the day, pushing your cup a little over so my tired hands had space. No sudden change in weather, no meaning written clear, only the way you noticed when I almost disappeared. I didn't not need a sign, I only needed you there, quietly making room where I forgot to ask for care. No great design above us, no reason dressed as proof. I stopped looking for a sign when I started seeing you. You never made a speech of it, you never turned it grand. You learned the kind of silence I can bear when I am sad. When I was late to answer, you did not fill the air. You let the question stay beside me until I could meet it there. Maybe love is smaller than the proof we try to find. Maybe it arrives unnoticed and waits until we recognize. I have trusted brighter feelings that vanished when they were named. I have followed perfect timing into places that could not stay. But you remained unremarkable in the most necessary way, like a chair pulled out beside me at the end of a difficult day. I did not need a sign, I only needed you there, turning down the noise when the world became too much to wear. No great design above us, no promise rushing through. I stopped looking for a sign when I started trusting you. Nothing told me from the sky, nothing had to. You were there, that was how I knew. We did not name it early, maybe that was why it grew. No borrowed lines between us, no promise dressed too soon. You called when the day ran longer than either one had planned. I let the phone keep ringing once so I could steady where I stood. Nothing hurried, nothing had to. We kept showing up until the feeling could be true. Some nights we spoke in pieces, half a thought and then a pause. You never reached to finish what I had not carried far. I learned your quiet weather, how your voice goes low and tired. You learned the door I leave half open when I want to be found. We move slowly into trust, not falling, not afraid, just letting every ordinary hour teach the next one how to stay. No rush toward forever, no proof we had to touch. We moved slowly into trust, and trust became enough. I've made too much of lightning and watched it leave no warmth. I have spoken too soon just to keep a moment from changing. But this was not a moment, this was many evenings long. 100 little mercies learning how to belong. We moved slowly into trust, through the small things we allowed. The truth without a costume, the silence without doubt. No rush toward forever, no need to call it love, before our lives had made a place where love could be enough. We did not name it early. By the time we did, the word already knew us. I saw someone turn the corner with your old kind of walk. For half a second, years moved closer, then became someone else. I kept going with my coffee, cooling in one hand, but the question found its way in before I could refuse. If we passed today, would anything in us turn? Would some small part remember before the rest had learned? I wonder if your smile is different, if you pause before you speak, if you still look down at pavement when a thought cuts underneath. I wonder if I would seem familiar, or only almost known, like a song heard through a doorway from a place you used to go. If we passed today, would we slow without a reason? Would the years stand between us, or move aside a little? I do not need the old life back. I do not want to prove that something still is waiting where I once waited for you. If we passed today, maybe nothing would begin. Maybe only one quiet second would remember what we'd been. We have both become people the past did not predict. Different rooms, different mornings, different ways of being missed. I would not know your daily weather, you would not know mine. Still there are names the body keeps long after they leave the mouth. Not as a wound, not as a wish, just as proof that once someone mattered closely. If we passed today, I might know you by the silence that would open for a moment, then let the city back. You might smile like a stranger, I might nod and let you go. Nothing broken, nothing answered, nothing either heart would owe. If we passed today, that would be enough for me. Not a doorway to the past, just a window briefly seen. The person at the corner was not you after all. Still I walked a little slower until the question passed. I opened the curtains before checking my phone. The room looked almost familiar with the daylight on its own. I made coffee too slowly. I let the spoon ring twice. For once the sound did not become a memory of your kitchen. There were shirts across the chair, one blue, one gray, one white. I chose the one I wanted without asking who I used to be. I am not new, I am not free of everything, but I am almost my own again. And almost is a beginning. The street below is waking with deliveries and doors. Someone laughed beneath my window. I did not search for yours. I still know where the hurt lives. I still know what it weighs. But it did not choose my breakfast. It did not plan my day. I walked out with no music, just keys inside my hand. The morning did not save me, it only let me stand. I am almost my own again, not shining, not remade, just less afraid of silence, less loyal to the ache. The past can keep its corner, it does not need the room. I am almost my own again, and I can feel it moving through. I used to think recovery would sound like a door closing, clear enough for everyone to hear that I had changed. But this is more like noticing my name inside my mouth, not tied to anyone leaving, not waiting to be called. A small return to living, a quiet choosing back. No victory in the mirror, just a face I do not pass. I am almost my own again, not whole in some perfect way, just here without permission from what I could not say. The past can keep its corner, it does not get the room. I am almost my own again, and almost feels true. I locked the door behind me, the morning let me go. Not new, not free of everything, almost my own. clinging to my coat, and a phone call I had carried like a stone inside my throat. You looked up from the pages, resting open on your knees, and let the book fall closed without making room for speech. You did not ask what happened, you did not reach for why. You only moved the second chair a little closer to your side. Your silence had a door, it did not lock me in. It left enough room for me to enter when I could. I have known rooms that waited like a test I had to pass, where every pause was measured, where breathing answered back. But you kept the evening simple, water cooling by the sink, one lamp against the corner, your hands folded carefully. The quiet did not question me, it did not turn away. It held the shape of kindness without asking for my pain. You did not pull the hurt from me, you did not make it light. You let it keep its edges while I found the side to hold. Your silence had a door and not a single demand. For the first time I could open without being opened by a hand. Maybe love is sometimes less about the perfect words and more about the chair left waiting when the answer will not come. You stayed where I could see you, you did not cross the line. You made no claim on what I carried, you only gave it time. Your silence had a door, I came through at my pace, not repaired, not made certain, only welcomed as I was. When I finally started speaking, you did not act surprised. You listened like my quiet had been language all this time. That was how I entered, not pushed, not called, just a door left open by someone who could wait. My coffee had gone cold before I found the nerve. You noticed but said nothing, only turned the cup around. The steam was almost gone, but your hand stayed near the table. I had carried that one sentence through 100 safer days, polished it until it sounded like someone else could say it. Then the rain kept ticking softly on the window by your chair, and I stopped making the truth smaller just to keep the evening fair. Coffee, rain and truth, all cooling where we sat. I thought the room would change when I could not take it back. You did not call me brave, you did not look away. You let the words remain there without asking them to shine. I kept my thumb on the napkin, folding corners corners into lines. You watched the little paper bend and gave me all the time. There were people at the counter, there were spoons against ceramic. Still inside that small permission, nothing hurried me to hide. Truth sounded softer with coffee going cold. Not easier, not lighter, just finally my own. You did not make a lesson from the part I had concealed. You let it be unfinished, and somehow that felt real. Coffee, rain, and truth, nothing grand enough to prove. Only one small table, and the way I stayed with you. To think confession had to open every door, had to change the air completely, had to ask for something more. But this was only weather. One cup, one careful breath, one honest thing between us that did not ask what came next. You reached for your own coffee, as if the world could still go on. That was when I trusted I had not said it wrong. Truth sounded softer with coffee going cold. Not rescued, not forgiven, just allowed to be told. You did not make me cleaner, you did not make me new. You only stayed there listening until I could stay there too. Coffee, rain, and truth, the afternoon turned gray, but something in me loosened when you did not look away. My coffee had gone cold, the rain kept falling through. I left with less to carry, not because you took it, but because you heard it too. I knew the crack outside the pharmacy, the bench with tape around one side, the laundry sign that flickered even when the afternoon was bright. I had passed it without seeing, made a habit out of going through. Then you slowed beside the crosswalk, and the street made room for you. It was not the city changing, it was not some brighter view. The street was the same street, I was different next to you. You noticed painted numbers fading on a second floor door. I noticed how you paused there like small things still deserved more. The florist swept the sidewalk, a child dropped coins near the curb. You bent down before I moved, then smiled like it was no work. The same street felt different with your steps beside my own. Not because the world grew kinder, not because the light was new. You made ordinary corners feel was like passing through. The same street felt different, and so did I with you. Did to new town, new door, new morning, some clean dividing line. But you turned toward a small detail I would have walked beyond, and I began to understand how attention becomes home. The same street felt different, with your silence close to mine. Every familiar doorway held a little extra time. You made ordinary corners feel like places I could choose. The same street felt different, and I was different too. Nothing moved for us, the street stayed where it was. You walked beside me, and that was enough. The train moved under the city with its tired yellow light. My reflection in the window looked less certain than I felt. I had nowhere I was rushing, no answer I could use, just the soft pull of the carriage and the dark between the stops. For once I did not chase what the quiet tried to mean. I let the moment sit beside me without asking where it led. A woman near the doorway held flowers wrapped in paper. A boy slept through his station with his headphones on his chest. The map above us flickered, no one looked surprised. Everything kept moving without needing to arrive. I loosened one old question from the fist inside my coat. It did not fall away, it only stopped asking to be held. There is a place inside right now, before it turns to reason, before I make a lesson from the shape of being here. No finish line before me, no past I need to prove. There is a place inside right now, I can stay there too. I used to make each silence answer for my life, turn every empty minute into evidence of loss. But maybe peace is smaller than the story I expect. One seat, one passing station, one breath I do not correct. Nothing has to open, nothing has to close. The night can move around me without telling me where to go. There is a place inside right now where I do not need becoming, where I am not a failure for being in between. No finish line before me, no brighter self to chase. There is a place inside right now that lets me have this day. The train moved on, the window held my face. For a while, I did not look away. Your hand rested near mine on the edge of the table, close enough to notice, far enough to leave me free. I was still learning safety without checking for its cost. You did not move to claim me, you let the moment breathe. Your hands knew how to wait. They did not ask for proof. They stayed beside the silence until I could move too. I have known touch that hurried, warm only on the way to becoming an answer I was not ready to give. But you left space between us, not cold, not far away, just enough for my fear to stop preparing to leave. Hands that wait can hold more than hands that take. They can keep a feeling open without closing round its name. You were near enough to reach me, kind enough not to try. Your hands knew how to wait, and that is why I came closer. Maybe trust begins before the fingers touch, in the mercy of a person who does not need too much. Maybe love can stand beside an unopened door and still be love completely, not less for wanting more. Hands that wait can hold more than hands that take. They can make a quiet promise without asking it to speak. When I finally reached across, you did not act surprised. You only turned your palm like it had been listening all night. Your hand in mine was not the start, it was the answer your patience never forced. saw your name in places where it used to come from you, on someone else's story, in a passing line of news. I kept my face from changing, I let the evening pass, but all the way back home one thought kept walking after me. A call would have been enough, not long, not brave, just enough to let the ending look me in the face. You did not owe me comfort, you did not owe me more. I was not asking kindness to become an open door. Only one clear minute, only your voice on the line, saying what had changed before I heard it secondhand. I could have taken sorrow, I have taken worse than that. It was the quiet around it that made the distance last. A call would have been enough to keep the hurt from turning strange. The truth would still have hurt me, but it would have had your name. No speech, no long explanation, no promise to repair, just one small act of mercy to say I once was there. A call would have been enough, that is all I keep returning to, not because it would have saved us, but because it would have sounded like you. I do not want to measure every silence like a crime. People fail each other softly, people run out of time. Maybe you thought distance made the kinder kind of cut. Maybe you were tired of speaking when the end had said enough. I can give you all those reasons, I can let them all be true. Still, there was a smaller kindness that never made it through. A call would have been enough to leave some dignity intact. The truth would still have changed me, but not disappeared like that. No return, no second doorway, no pleading in my chest, just your voice for one clear minute, giving what we had its rest. A call would have been enough not to make the ending small, only to keep me from learning I was not worth one at all. I know life moves on, I know people do, but a call would have been enough, and it did not come from you. I found the sentence later, standing by the kitchen light, simple as a glass of water, clearer than it had the right. All the words I used before were careful, pale and almost true. They walked around the center without ever reaching you. The words were right, the time was gone. I held the key after the door moved on. I could hear how I would say it, not too brave and not too small, just honest in the ordinary way I should have been before. But your life had kept on moving, mine had learned to move as well. There are truths that do not vanish just because they cannot help. A sentence too late still carries what it means. It does not turn to nothing just because it missed its place. I can say it to the evening, I can let it leave my chest, but I cannot ask your silence to become a second chance. A sentence too late can be honest and still pass. Some words arrive with open hands to give the past back to the past. I used to think the hardest part was finding what to say. Now I know some courage comes after it is safe. There is no great redemption in speaking when the cost is low. Still I will not shame the truth for taking time to grow. If it could not reach you, it can still reach me. Not to change the ending, only to let it breathe. A sentence too late still carries what it means. It cannot rebuild the moment or return what had to leave. I can say it without asking for the years to turn around. I can honor what was true without needing it aloud. A sentence too late does not make the feeling less. It only teaches me the difference between a truth and a request. I found the sentence later, I said it to the room, not to bring you back, but because it was true. You said pick one for me, I chose wrong, you kept it anyway. The corner store was humming with its tired little fridge. You leaned against the glass door like the day belonged to you. I read every label twice just to have somewhere to look. You laughed and took the blue one from the row I nearly chose. We talked about nothing, but I kept every word. The loose cap on your bottle, the way your bracelet turned, cold drinks at the corner, sunlight on your sleeve. Nothing much was happening, but it kept happening to me. stood beside the traffic light, waiting through the second change. You told me you hated olives with a seriousness I loved. I said I never finish movies when the ending feels too neat. You said that explains a lot, and smiled down at your drink. Maybe this is how it starts, not with courage, not with signs, just a reason to keep standing where I could have said goodbye. We talked about nothing, but I kept every word, the small straw wrapper twisting between your careful hands, cold drinks at the corner, the street too bright to leave. Nothing much was happening, but it kept happening to me. You said same time tomorrow, like it was almost a joke. I said maybe, I was already hoping so. From someone careful, not from you. That was the part that stayed. He said it near the doorway, halfway through another thing. Like news becomes less heavy when it does not know your history. I nodded at the right time, I kept my face arranged. The room went on around me with no reason to change. It was not even terrible, that almost made it worse. A small turn in your life, I thought I would have heard from you first. It was not the news, it was who it came through. The distance had been growing, but now it had a voice. I pictured you deciding there was no need to call, or maybe not deciding, which may have hurt me more. Maybe it crossed your mind and passed without a place. Maybe I had become someone you no longer had to update. I do not want importance that your life cannot afford. I only thought some moments still knew where I was. You did not bring the news and I understood too much. Not everything is ended by a door or by a touch. Sometimes it is quieter, one story told elsewhere, one careful person speaking what you did not choose to share. You did not bring the news, I carried that alone. Not because I had a claim, but because I thought I was still close. No fire to defend, just a smaller kind of knowing where something used to stand. I can let your life move forward forward, I can let my place grow less. But I had not known the shape of it until I heard it secondhand. There are endings people announce. There are endings people live. This one arrived politely from someone who did not mean to hurt me. He did not bring the news, and I heard what it meant. The bond had changed its address without asking my consent. Sometimes loss is quiet, no scene, no broken tone. Just the moment you discover you are no longer first to know. You did not bring the news, I will not call it cruel, but something in me stepped back from the place I kept for you. I finished the conversation. I thanked him for telling me. Then I walked home with the news you did not bring. I turned the phone face down on the corner of the bed. The room kept all its shadows, the ceiling said nothing back. I had spent the whole day arguing with versions of the past, making every small mistake stand up and give its case. The lamp beside the window made a tired circle there. I sat inside its edge and let my hands be bare. No need to win tonight, no need to be right. Some wars inside the mind can wait outside the light. I did not need the clean line where blame could finally rest. I did not need the sentence that would make me hurt the best. The floor held my old clothes, the chair held one more day. Nothing in the room was fixed, but nothing asked me to explain. I let the questions gather without calling them a sign. I let one breath arrive without turning it to proof. No need to win tonight, I only need to rest. I can lay the story down without deciding what it meant. No verdict on the pillow, no trial in my chest. No need to win tonight, I only need to rest. I have made a courtroom out of every quiet hour, called myself the witness, the judge, the one on trial. But the heart is not a case file, the past is not a room where every broken detail has to tell the final truth. Maybe peace begins smaller, one screen turned away, one light left on low, one night I do not use against myself. No need need to win tonight, I only need to rest. I can leave some things unfinished and still loosen in my chest. No answer has to save me, no bright return of strength. No need to win tonight, just enough to stay. No need to win tonight, no need to be right. The room can hold the silence while I give myself the night. I turn the phone face down. The dark did not become kind, but I stopped asking it to choose a side.